What's up, everyone? On today's video, we're going over the pros and cons of living in Holmdel, New Jersey. We're going to cover a couple different topics like the location, cost of living, and a few others. But before we get started, if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Steve McCutcheon, and I'm a realtor at Berkshire Hathaway. On the Live in Central New Jersey channel, we cover everything related to the Central Jersey real estate market. So if you want to be the first one to know what's going on in either Monmouth or Ocean County real estate, feel free to click the bell, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video started. Kicking us off with the very first pro, and that's going to be the location. As you can see from the photo popping up, Holmdel is going to be located in the northern part of Monmouth County, and it borders a couple different towns like Colts Neck, Aberdeen, Middletown, just to name a few. The town itself is going to be about 18 square miles, which ranks the 10th in terms of size from Monmouth County out of 53 municipalities, but it ranks 45th in density, so it means you're not going to be on top of your neighbor, which can be a problem here in New Jersey because we are the most densely populated state. There are a couple of different major roadways that run through Holmdel. The top three, in my opinion, are going to be Route 34, Route 35, and the Garden State Parkway. All three of those are going to take you north to south, while Route 34 and 35 are going to be non-toll roads. The Garden State Parkway is going to be a toll road and one of the more major highways that we have here in New Jersey. If you're looking to commute to New York City for work, you're in luck because Holmdel is an excellent location to do so. You really have three options. A fourth, I guess, if you want to include the ferry, you probably could, but I think it's a little bit more out of the way than the other three. So the three main ways to commute are going to be driving yourself, taking the bus, or taking the train. So when it comes to driving yourself, the easiest route is kind of like I just mentioned. That's going to be taking the Garden State Parkway and going up north. That's going to run you roughly about an hour and 15 minutes, depending on some traffic. If there's no traffic on the road, maybe you're going to work on a holiday, you can probably get there in an hour flat, maybe even a little bit less. If you want to take the train, there is no train that is in Holmdel, so you're gonna have to go to a different town. It's very easy though, especially if you live in the northern part, you can just hop right up into Aberdeen, Hazlitt, or Middletown, depending on where your location is and where the nearest one is. If you're going from the Aberdeen station, for instance, you're looking at about an hour and 15 minutes. If you're looking from Middletown, maybe a little farther back, so you're probably like an hour 20 to an hour and 25 to get to Penn Station. The last option is going to be taking the bus. Now, NJ Transit doesn't have a bus route that's going to go through Hazlitt to get you to Port Authority, so you're going to have to go through Academy Bus. This is just a different company, so nothing to worry about on that. They do have a stop at PNC Bank Arts Center over on the Garden State Parkway, and on their website, it tells you roughly about an hour from there, probably an hour, hour 15, somewhere in that range, just like driving yourself would be. The other great thing about living in Holmdel, if you want to work somewhere, is you're going to have Bellworks. This is going to be a large office retail space. Now they converted the building a little while back, and they have businesses in there. Again, retail space. You can have conferences, networking events, and even host a wedding. Pro number 2 of living in Holmdel is going to be the school system and education. According to dish.com, the Holmdel Township School District is going to be rated NA, houses about 2,900 students, and has a 13-to-1 student-teacher ratio. They also rank it as the #1 school district or #1 public school district in Monmouth County. They have 2 elementary, 1 middle, and 1 high school, with the high school being the highest rated at an A+. If you're still looking for a private school option when you get to high school, your child has Saint John Vianney that's also going to be located in Holmdel. According to dish.com, they're going to be rated an A as well, house around 900 students, and have the 12-to-1 student-teacher ratio. The school tuitions for the upcoming year is going to be about $16,000, give or take a little bit, and that's going to be for 2024, 2025. Pro number 3 of living in Holmdel is going to be the quality of life. When it comes to living in Holmdel, they also have plenty of amenities that they offer all year round, from a live concert venue to parks and recreation, and even some good shopping options as well. When it comes to the live concert, you have PNC Bank Arts Center located off the Garden State Parkway, and they're going to have events and live music probably from about like late April all the way through into October. You can catch some pretty big names there. I've seen Luke Bryan. It's a really nice venue. They have some grass seating outdoor, and they have some indoor seating that's going to be covered by a rooftop. So roughly about a capacity of about 17,500, so it's not small by any means. During the holiday season, they also do a light show, which is actually pretty nice. So you can go around maybe like around Thanksgiving time all the way through Christmas, and they have different lights and designs and patterns that they put on. So you just go drive around a little path that they have there, and just something a little bit different to do, especially during the colder winter months here in Jersey. Moving on to the parks and recreation, the biggest one in the area by far is going to be Holmdel Park. It's a 664-acre site, nearly 1 million visitors every year, and you have everything there from tennis courts to playgrounds, ice skating, fishing, sledding even, and they have a 10-mile walking trail, so you can go running, hiking, walking, whatever the case might be. If you want to head over into Holmdel and do some shopping, you have in Holmdel on Route 35, then also on the outskirts slightly into Middletown and Hazlitt. You have a couple more different options from Target to Costco and other big name retailers as well. Before we head on over to the cons, if you're enjoying this video, please smash the like button down below and help us get this out to as many people as possible. Our goal for the rest of 2024, 2020, and heading into 2025 is to help as many clients buy or sell real estate in the Central Jersey area. But with that being said, let's get back to the content you came here for. Con number one is going to be the lack of nightlife. Outside of PNC Bank Arts Center, there really isn't much going on necessarily in Holmdel. It's a very family-oriented area, so if you're looking for a nightlife, bars, clubs, that kind of thing, highly recommend going over to check out Red Bank, where you can enjoy one of the dozens of restaurants over there, then head to a comedy show, go to a bar or nightclub like I just said. The biggest one in the area is probably going to be Teak, but there are many others. You can go hang out there. You can make several trips over to Red Bank and still not hit the same destination. Con number two is going to be the cost of living. New Jersey itself is just a little bit more of an expensive state to live in. That's why you see people retiring. They typically go down south, some are a little bit cheaper. Buying a home is a large reason of why our cost of living is also going to be so high. The national median average of a home price is about $400,000 across the entire U.S. Monmouth County is going to be $650,000. Holmdel is going to be $850,000. So double the national average and then still $200K more than Monmouth County. If you're looking for a 4-bedroom or more, your minimum search is at least going to be $800,000, and more than likely you're probably going to still need to do some updating to it. So Holmdel is going to be a little pricey of an area to live. Property taxes are also, unfortunately, a large cost of living expense here in New Jersey. We are the #1 state in the country with roughly a 2.33% effective rate. On the bright side of things, though, a lot of this money does go towards our school systems, and that's why we do have such a good ranking in that aspect as well. Holmdel specifically has the #1 public school district, like we said before, in Monmouth County, so it is going to good use at least. For anyone that's unaware, your property taxes roughly, at least in New Jersey, a lot of the towns, roughly about 50% typically go towards the school systems. Could be even more than that. So that's why you see a lot of people when they are looking to retire and they want to downsize, typically when their kids are out of school already at that point, they're basically funding something that they have no use for anymore. So that's why you'll see a lot of people kind of downsize in that aspect. Con number three is going to be the limited public transportation and traffic congestion. So with limited public transportation, I know we mentioned earlier that there are quite a few different ways to get into New York City, and that is true, taking the bus and train up that way. But if you're looking to get around New Jersey, get around Monmouth County, it gets a little bit more difficult that way. There is no train directly in Holmdel, so you will have to go to another town in order to access it, like we said. And the bus really just goes from New York City down to Holmdel and then just whatever's on that route specifically. So if you're looking to get around, highly recommend having at least a personal vehicle, because while the train might get you to some of these Jersey Shore towns, you then will have to find transportation elsewhere to get probably to your next destination. So it definitely helps to have a vehicle in Monmouth County. And because everyone will need a vehicle, you're going to see a little bit more traffic congestion on the roads, specifically during rush hour. This is when everyone's trying to get to work on time, that kind of thing. We are also the most densely populated state in the country, so that doesn't help either. And Monmouth County does have quite a large population here too, because being so close to New York City, you have a better quality of life here. People will work in New York, and you're going to see a lot of cars, like I said, during that rush hour time. So anywhere between about like 6 to 8:30, and then after work around that 4 to 6 p.m. range, that's going to be your toughest part of your commute by far. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully getting a little bit more knowledge and understanding on what it's like to live in Holmdel. If you're looking to move in the area, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down below in the comments and description. Whether you're 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, even a year out, it doesn't matter to me. Let's just get you on the right path towards your real estate goals. And if you're looking to move to a different part of the Central Jersey area, check out the 2 videos popping up, and hopefully they'll help you out a little bit too. Have a great day.